So I wanted to share something with you that struck me this week. Um, and I don't want to play the card of whose life is harder or easier. And so I just want to start by saying I recognize everyone has had a pretty brutal week this week. And all of our hearts are a bit heavier this week, I think. Mine for a very different reason than most, I'm sure. Mine was especially difficult because we all got COVID in my family, and while some of us didn't get that sick, got progressively worse depending on the person of the family. And my mom got hit so hard with it that we had to take her to the ER to get fluids. And even after she got home, it's been a battle with trying to introduce fluids and food. And it's been a very weak and trying time. And honestly, a lot of sung prayers to God over the life of my mom, not knowing when I woke up in the morning how things would be. And what I wanted to share with you today came while my mom was in the hospital, and I was really struggling with my peace with it and with my trust in God about it. And it was an interesting day here because it's still been very summer-like here, except this week. And this past week it's been very overcast, and it suddenly started raining that day, like really raining that day. And I was kind of frustrated at first because the sun is my way to get vitamin D, and I couldn't get out and get my time in the sun. But I was trying so hard to trust God with everything that was happening and that wasn't happening that I expected to be happening. And when I was at my lowest point in this, suddenly the sun came out and just poured over the yard and over my neighborhood. And I was reminded of that verse in the Bible where it says that God takes care of the birds in the air and the lilies of the field. How much more does He care for and provide for you? And I know I'm slightly paraphrasing, so I'm so sorry I didn't get the exact quote because I can't read in the sun. But I genuinely felt that over my family in that moment. God provided rain because our earth needed it. He provided rain that morning and sun that afternoon, both things that our earth greatly needed right now, or that I greatly needed in that moment. And God was showing His provision to both the land that I live on and my family. And within an hour, my mom was already home and starting another part of her recovery journey. And it was just a beautiful thing. And I know that God doesn't always promise to bring us through our health journeys this side of heaven. And so each plea to God when we don't know when our time is or our loved one's time is, whether He answers with a yes and restores them back to us, restores ourselves to health, or maybe it's a no for this side of heaven, God is still answering our prayers. Maybe it wasn't in what He did for the person that we're praying for, whether it be ourselves or our loved ones, but it was an answer to your prayer about your trust and your faith in Him. Maybe it was the fact that He knew all the provisions that you would need, and He put that community around you in that day. God is answering prayers even when they aren't in the way that we expect. And he still works miracles every day. And I'm encouraged by that. And I hope to encourage you today in that, even if I kind of said this clumsily. The prayer on my heart this whole week is, God, I know you work miracles. And I keep having a different version of that, like, song refrain in my head. God, I know you work miracles. Help me see those miracles even if they aren't how I expect. Maybe you're praying for a miracle too. Maybe it's for yourself. Maybe it's for your community. Maybe it's for this country. Maybe it's for this world. I don't know. If you're praying for a miracle right now, know that he hears your prayers. And he's close to you if you're a broken spirit. He's close to all of us, whether we're broken in spirit or not, but especially right now if you're broken in spirit. I listen to the birds of the air right now, and it's just, it's a beautiful thing today. God bless you wherever you are today. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now. Bye.